Hey, welcome back, my friendly Costco shoppers and those who are interested in saving money. We're going to walk in and take a look and stay close by. I got some questions for you about some items later in this one. This one had a couple of mysteries for me in it. But the first product I understand, it's a beef and short rib lasagna. 10.99. This is one of the coupon specials. Don't need a coupon, but they had a coupon book that comes out. Used to have the coupon with you, but now they take this money off at the register. And it is on sale, 10.99, 320 calories. I personally have never had this item. Not a big lasagna person anymore because I tend to stay away from the dairy products and a lot of cheese, but I'd be curious to know if this is something that you have had and if whether or not you care for it. Next, some cleaning supplies. This is Lysol's. It's a sanitizer. Now, I've not seen this before, and I've personally not used a laundry sanitizer. It says 0% bleach. So I guess if you're trying to, it says it kills the COVID-19 virus. Again, a lot of products like this are kind of cough and cold and flu and the 19 related. So know what's going on. If Costco knows something we don't know, but it might be time to stock up on some of these type items and maybe even some toilet paper too. I don't know. People go crazy. Then we have the Kirkland Signature Free and Clean. It's a high efficiency laundry detergent here for $13.99. And from the boxes that are missing, it looks like this is a popular item. I would think in terms of like a Woolite or something that doesn't have a whole lot of, not chemicals necessarily, but fragrances and whatnot in it. This is what you would need if you're looking for that. You've got some sensitive skin, maybe some irritation in some of the products that you've been using. This might be something that will help you with that product. But if you don't have sensitive skin and you want to use some fabric softener, certainly Downy is the way to go. $10.99, that's on sale. That is my fabric softener of choice, though lately I have been going with the fabric softener. That is the cheapest, and that's usually, even with this is on sale, it's still the Kirkland brand for me. But there are 7 benefits there. No calories, 0% sodium in this fabric softener. Next, we have the Red Bull. So if you're interested in perhaps either having a racing heart or just to stay up, maybe you're studying for an exam, this is where I kind of got familiar with these types of high caffeine products. If I'm working on a project late at night or driving somewhere on the highway and need to stay awake, I would have one of these, but not anymore. That thing makes my heart race like it's nobody's business. However, for those of you who are still into this, this is a time to get it. You get 24 cans for $30 with an $8 savings. Red Bull and the sugar-free Red Bull if you're interested in having less of those added sugars that make this, I don't know, maybe an unhealthier product. You can also just get some coffee, perhaps. That's still my caffeine drug of choice. Every morning I do have a cup of coffee. And here's some Idaho Spuds potatoes. So way to go, Idaho. It's a quote from Toy Story, in case anybody's wondering. And I've never had these before. I generally get potatoes on making hash browns and just soak them in water and cut them up and fry them up in the skillet. I'm sure it's not as healthy. I do use avocado oil when I fry them, but just not sure about this one being processed. But again, $6.49 sounds like a good deal to have some shelf stable spuds, if that is your jam. For me, not so much. I prefer to just get the bag of potatoes and cut them up myself. Now here, can't go wrong with some Frito-Lay Doritos. And this one, don't know if the cheese belongs to you, but it clearly says it's nacho cheese. So it's probably mine, I guess. But the blue or the red bag, either one, the Cool Ranch Doritos, either one of these will work. On this next product, it's the one that was a bit of a mystery to me, and I'm going to ask for your assistance if you will, and I want you to help me with this product. I, of course, did a little research, just a couple of more facts on the Doritos, but I've never seen this next product in Costco ever. Yeah, look at that. Golden nest. Swallow! Bird's nest. What? Are you serious? It's a bird's nest? Why is it over here with the food? Why is it not with the, I don't know, outdoors equipment, home and bath? I don't know. It's a bird's nest. And it has nutrition label on the back. Are people eating the swallow's bird's nest? I did a little research for you. First things first, the fact that this is 20-something dollars is a good deal. It's $58 online. And then, how do they clean it? By hand. It's really an actual bird's nest. I never heard of this. This is a complete surprise to me. This one has the Death Star on it, so it means that it's not going to be around for long. So if this is your thing, you might want to jump on that. $25 is a half price off of what it sold for online. And if anyone has had that product, I'd be very interested to hear from you in the comments about what that tastes like. It looks like you make it into a soup. And speaking of soup, here's a ramen bowl. These are the types of noodles that I've seen before. This particular Tan Tan Men, not heard of that particular brand before, but just kind of noodles where you just add water in a cup without the nest. This is what I'm used to. Though this one has 66% sodium. Now that's usually where I get my kicks on 66, but here I guess you can get your hypertension on 66 because that is 66% sodium, but on sale for $6.99, keeping up with the theme of the sixes. Then we go on to the Kraft macaroni and cheese. This is just an old school favorite here, $3.30 off, $11.59 for 18 containers. This has your mac and then your cheese where you just add water. What can go wrong there than having some powdered cheese? Probably initially done for our military or astronauts, and then they said, wait a minute, we can sell this to the general public. Let's call it mac and cheese. And they did. And more cup of noodles, and this is the particular brand that I've had before. This is the particular brand that I'm familiar with. Used to sometimes maybe have these in college. If you were high end or bougie, you'd add some bologna to it, so you wasn't just eating a vegetarian dish, you'd have yourself some protein in your noodles. And this one here, remember the other one, sodium count, Route 66. This one, I want you to think the speed limit, the sodium count on here is 55, which I believe it was Sammy Hagar that said he can't drive 55, so he probably wouldn't want this 55% sodium, 320 calories. Just have to be careful. Maybe use half a packet of the seasoning salt, seasoning mix that will help to reduce that sodium, or use more water than they're suggesting, perhaps to get that sodium cut down a little. However, if it's something that you're not doing all the time, a backup, have that in your desk at work. So if you forget your lunch one day, then you can use it for that. Then here we have a Sonoma Gourmet Lemon and Herb Ricotta. And this was interesting. I've never seen this before, so I'd be curious if anyone has had this, but it looks like it might be akin to some type of Alfredo for pasta, perhaps. But lemon and herb and ricotta cheese, maybe? Don't know. Never had it before, but that's the nutrition label. If it's something that you think you might be interested in and happens to be on sale right now for $7.49. So if you haven't had it, might be a good time to try it. And then next door here, there is more, pasta sauce. It's a marinara. And this one is white linen. And I've had this before, and this is not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, you might want to doctor it up depending on what you're doing with it. We add some onions in there, some garlic powder to your seasoning taste. Or if you're doing something with the meatballs, Have that with some meatballs and put a little cheese on it, perhaps, if that's your jam. $7.99. White linen marinara sauce savings of $3.50. Always good to have a little bit of pasta, perhaps a thing of pasta sauce, so that if you get caught up some bad weather, have to be in the house, go to the pantry, make yourself a quick meal for you and your family. Victoria white linen marinara, $7.99. Talking about stocking up for the winter. This is probably a product that you'd want to have in terms of stocking up. Now, this next product is unreal. I mean, it is unreal. That's just the name of it. Not really making a comment about it. It's called Unreal. It's a dark chocolate coconut treat. It says it has less sugar. I believe they had these on sample one day at my Costco. This is Summerlin, Nevada, where I'm shooting this video. And I can't remember that it tasted that good. Seemed like it maybe had too much coconut. I prefer more dark chocolate. I do like dark chocolate, and I do like coconut, but I can't remember that that was that good to me. So again, if that's a product that you like, it is on sale. $8.49, you get the Go Squeeze Big. This is fruit, essentially in a squeezable bag. Cinnamon apples, and the other one is a raspberry mix. Looking at the ingredients, it actually does not look that bad. Not a whole lot of added sugars here. And this is something you might want to have for the kids coming back from soccer or football practice in the back of the minivan. Throw everybody a bag of this fruit. $8.49. That gives you 20 packs. That'll last you for a little while. Then we have the Xing Sing Jin Mandarin Orange Jelly. Yep, it must be jelly because jam does not shake like that. I've not seen this product before either. I'm seeing a few Asian products, and I know there's a Costco in China and probably other parts of Asia as well. Not sure, but so it looks like we're bringing some of the products here, which is no problem. Give us a chance to have our palate have some diverse flavors, if you will. But $14.99, you can get this Mandarin Orange Jelly. Me, old school, grape and strawberry, pretty much what I do. Some apple jam or apple spread, apple butter is what it's called. $5.99, get some craisins. These are whole cranberries, and that's a pretty good price, $4 off. That's almost 50% off there. And what I would use these for, the chicken salad. When I get a rotisserie chicken from Costco, I eat it for, hot that evening, and then the rest goes in the refrigerator. And then pull that meat off the bone, some mayonnaise in there, and maybe some onions chopped up in there, of course, some ground pepper, a few craisins in there, and then even perhaps a walnut or a pecan or two. Got yourself a nice little chicken salad with that rotisserie chicken, and the craisins give you this kind of savory, sweet thing going on. Not a bad deal at all. So $4.99 for a big bag of those. Otherwise, you can just try to eat them like grapes too. But be careful. It does have a lot of sugar, some added sugar in those. So you want to be mindful of that, please. Then here we have the albacore tuna, and this is wild caught. Albacore tuna, $11.99. And this is, you see the albacore tuna next door, the Kirkland brand. The Kirkland brand is a little cheaper, so this is somehow, perhaps, maybe a little high end. It says something about sustainable, so maybe they're fishing this from places where there's still a lot of live albacore tuna left in the sea. I don't know. Tend to just use the regular tuna because that one can be a little dry. It's almost like turkey breast when you're talking about seasoning and the meat choice. Next, a bottle of wine. How about that? Precision Cabernet Sauvignon. I'll have the Sauvignon, please. $14.99. Not bad. These bottles are pretty dusty, so I don't know where they pulled this out and forgotten place they got it from, but $14.99 for a bottle of wine. Not too shabby, just to have around. You know, maybe you're going to have some guests drop in on you that weren't expecting it. They have a bottle of wine and it's there, ready and waiting for you. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it today. I'm going to get on out of this Costco with my mandarin oranges. Got a couple of items there. And look at this. I'm walking past the hot dogs. Did not stop to get a hot dog today. I am out in the parking lot. Would you look at me? Resisting the temptation. All right, folks. Well, thank you again for watching. A lot of choices out there. I appreciate you choosing this one. Till next time, I'm out.